Many pastors need to really apologize to so many Christian women all over the world. Yes, I said it. I saw this video on TikTok and I want us to react to what this particular pastor is saying, because he is one of the pastors who know the damage lots of pastors have caused to women. And I'm honestly really proud of him for speaking up and taking responsibility for what many men of God have done to women over the years. Let's watch this.
Love making. If you don't see it as a career, please don't get married. Be a sister in Catholic.
Absolutely. If you don't like sex, if you don't want sex, if sex is something that is an issue for you, then honestly, you're going to struggle in marriage. This is something that a lot of people don't want to admit. In fact, even in churches, many men of God and women of God don't talk about these things, that sex is a major ingredient in marriage. So yes, this pastor is actually correct. If you don't like sex, if it's something that disgusts you, then please, you may want to take care of that aspect before you get into marriage.
And I didn't say sex. I said love making. So you need to learn it.
Yes, because sex is actually different from love making. Sex sounds quite mechanical, but love making is the intimacy that we actually get from the act of sex. So yeah, it's different.
Yes. You must learn it. All this missionary journey that we normally do, we must stop. Somebody say the husband must be on top. Where did you see in the Bible?
So a wife can be on top.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard so many Christian women talk about the fact that when they are making love to their husbands, it has to be what we call the missionary style. That's the man on top. In fact, some pastors actually preach this from the pulpit, where they say that every other style is from the devil, that the woman is supposed to be under and the man is supposed to be on top, and that's the Christian way to make love. That's such a lie, because that pastor, that man or woman of God, should tell me where in the Bible that was said. God gave us so many instructions, thousands and thousands of instructions, but nowhere in the book of the Word of God did he tell us exactly how to make love. And honestly, for me, I believe that that's because he wants us to be creative when it comes to that department. He wants us to do what makes us as the individuals in the marriage happy. So missionary style, even though the name is missionary and it sounds very churchy, is not the ordained style by God. It's not the only style that we should explore. Lovemaking, be creative. As long as it's safe, it's not going to hurt either one of you in the short term or in the long term, then by all means, go with the flow, okay?
The way a man sees you when you are coming on top is like a rainfall. It's another way.
That's it.
It's another way. You see, strange women outside, they don't sleep with men. They sleep with the memory of men. They sleep. But an average African woman, we only sleep with the husband, with the genital of the husband. That's all. But you give him something to remember when you even get to the office. You should just lie down. Are you sleeping? Say, I'm not sleeping. Do the thing you want to do. No, but when you are saying, yeah, baby, keep you get to the office to second, say, yeah, you still remember. When somebody say, baby, you remember. You remember what is.
This is so true. Every lovemaking experience should leave a lasting memory. It's something that is really, for me, lovemaking is spiritual. And the two parties involved are supposed to leave that experience with powerful memories. After you're done making love, you should remember it with so much joy in your heart, even when you're at work, in the shop, wherever it is you went to after that experience. But what we have is that so many people, once they are done, it's just it. It's so mechanical, so just there. It's not supposed to be like this. Honestly, I believe that lovemaking for me is the most impactful activity that God placed in the world. It's for procreation, that's multiplication. It's also for satisfaction, our satisfaction. And there is nothing else like it, to be honest. And so it's not supposed to be done in a way that after the experience, everybody just moves on as if nothing happened. It needs to be memorable. Speak when you're making love, because honestly, it adds another spice to the whole experience. Ask each other, I hope you're feeling it. I hope this is okay. Do you want me to increase the tempo? Do you want me to reduce the tempo? Should I touch you here? Communicate. Yes. Communicate, because that's when you will get the whole total experience from that activity. So yeah, he's right. Lots of women need to learn to stop being so cold and so stiff during this spiritual exercise. Yes, so it's a spiritual exercise.
Christian woman should know. We were the one, I'm a pastor, we were the one that taught you that sex is bad.
Yeah.
As a single lady. That was then. I'm sorry on behalf of all of us that are pastors and the church. We didn't reverse it when you were getting married.
Yes. Like I said at the beginning, lots of pastors owe lots of women world over an apology, a big apology. Because a lot of these people taught women that sex is bad. And even though that served when we were single, because they probably wanted to use fear to prevent women, especially from being promiscuous. But like this man rightly said, that admonition was not reversed when the women were now getting into marriage. People need to realize the impact, the long-lasting impact an admonition from a highly revered person can have in the life of an individual. When somebody holds another person in high esteem, they take that person's words as gospel. And so when you tell a lady, a young lady, that sex is bad, and you leave it at that, that woman internalizes that counsel and it begins to work even without her knowing. It begins to rearrange her mindset, her values, her beliefs, her attitudes, and even the language that she speaks to herself with. And this goes further as she grows up. So when she has believed that sex is bad, even when she gets married, that belief is still held firmly. And so whenever her husband approaches her for this thing, even when consciously she knows that she's supposed to have it, unconsciously, her mind fights against it. Her mind resists it. And this is why you would see a woman say something like, I don't know why, but I'm just not very interested in sex. So I really am very grateful to this man for speaking up and for owning what lots of men of God and women of God have done over the years.
We didn't reverse it. We were helping you, but we were damaging you by not reporting it. Do you know that a lot of churches we still mention sex as a bodily gratification?
Absolutely.
They don't mention sex.
Even in marriage.
They don't mention breast. And breast is in the Bible. Bosom. They say bosom, the chest. And Proverbs chapter 5, verse 19 say, let our breast satisfy thee.
Songs of Solomon chapter 2,
Song of Solomon
5.
chapter 8, verse 8. All of them, they mention it. So please, this thing about the love making must be learned.
Absolutely. A lot of churches don't talk about sex. They don't mention it. Even in premarital counseling, they don't talk about it. It's just a very taboo topic for so many of them. And that's why we have so many Christian marriages today suffering majorly because of sexual incompatibility. So yeah, this is my admonition to every Christian woman out there. You may have been told lots of things as a young woman about sex. Sex being bad, sex being dirty, sex being something that you're not supposed to do as a good Christian woman. But those things only served you back then. Now you're married, you need to reorientate yourself. And honestly, if you're struggling with sex and sexual experience in your marriage, it's not bad for you to seek out a sex therapist. Because what a sex therapist will help you do is to change your mindset towards sex so that you can begin to accept it and experience it fully and holistically as the sweet experience that it's supposed to be. So yes, help yourself, learn about sex. It may come to some people naturally and it may not come to some people naturally. So find help if you really need it. Because honestly, sex and intimacy are key elements in a healthy, thriving marriage. So please, let's do better. And all you pastors and people of God out there, please learn to do better. Talk about sex to your congregation as an experience that is worth having in the space of marriage. Stop talking about sex as if it's something so dirty and so filthy and something that no child of God should involve themselves in, because those your words stay longer than they are supposed to stay in the minds of your congregation. It lasts into many of their marriages, and that is why a lot of them are struggling today. And unfortunately, so many of them are even too ashamed to come forth and say that they are struggling in their marriages because of sex. So please, pastors, priests, all ye people who have such religious powers over others should learn how to balance their messages so that they don't cause problems for people in future. My name is Amaka Chibuzo-Obi. I'm a marriage educator and a confidence coach. But most importantly, I'm a woman who wants other women to live happy, successful, meaningful, and purposeful lives. Until I come your way in the next video, stay safe and God bless you.